Hey y'all, Shelby here. Thank you for joining me for this beginner style flow. But this can be for all levels. So this can be for anyone. We'll be working on our bridge and our wheel pose. So lots of opening of the front body. Don't be intimidated if you've never done wheel before. I'll give you lots of options and modifications as always. So let's get started in a seated position. If you have a block, grab a block, which I need to do. Okay, let's find a seated position that's comfy for you. Oh, just start to come into this space, into this moment, onto your mat. Let's take a big inhale here. And on your next exhale through your mouth, imagine beautiful curtains coming down all around you. So I imagine my curtains about the circumference of my room that I'm in. Now I imagine them being like iridescent. Okay, so we're just blocking off the rest of the world so that we can really ground down, get in this moment and flow. So let's inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Curtains are coming down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep up this big breath. One more. Rooting down through your seat. We're lifting tall through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Your jaw is soft. Your eyes are soft. Shoulders are soft. And let's bring one hand to your heart and the other hand on top. And we do this a lot in my yoga flows. And every time we come back to this space, I want you to think about just turning inward and giving yourself a hug, some love, connection, or anything else you might need here. So it's just a really quick way to connect with yourself. Show yourself some love by this warmth of your palms. Maybe sending yourself trust, gratitude, anything you'd like. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's reach out and up to the sky. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. Let's drop your left hand down and reach up and over for your side bend. Really reaching through your right fingertips. Inhale, come to center, and exhale over. Oh, this side bend feels so good to me. Reach, reach, reach through your left fingertips. Let's do one more time on each side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up to center and reach. Exhale, gentle twist over to your left. And your legs might be aching from being crossed or in the same position. We're almost there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe you twist a little bit deeper. Inhale to center, reach. Exhale, twist, other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. One more breath. Inhale, come to center and reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands come through heart center to your tabletop pose. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And again, close or soften your eyes, and we're moving in any way that feels good to you here. So maybe a cat-cow, arching and rounding out through your back. Maybe a C curve of your spine, wagging your tail. And I like to just do free movement here. Maybe circle your hips, just so we can get out of our heads and into our body. So how does your body feel? Maybe it feels tight, maybe it feels tired, maybe it feels energized. No judgment, it just is what it is. And we're just breathing into those spaces that need a little bit of extra love. Let's bring your hands forward for our puppy pose and knees back. So we have this really wide stance here. Hold your belly in, inhale. Exhale, lower down, forehead comes down to the mat. You can bring your chin to the mat if you need more of a stretch here. Still hold your low belly up and in, hips move up and back. One more breath here, in and out through your nose. And inhale, lift up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Back to our tabletop, and inhale, reach your right arm up. Circle your wrist one way. And then circle it the other way. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle through. Thread your arm through underneath your left. Right side of your head comes down to the ground. And inhale, back up and reach. Exhale, thread it through, relax down. Inhale, back up and reach. One more time, exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach back up. And switch sides. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, back up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Shake it out. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chin. Exhale, round it out. Push back, downward facing dog. Ooh, and we'll be here for a few moments, melting your heels down to the ground. Shake your head, releasing any tension there. We're pressing into all 10 fingers. Hands are nice and wide. Mine are about the width of my mat. They're about shoulder width apart, a little bit wider. And then your hips move up and back. Heels melt down, and we're gazing in between your feet here. So if you need a break, you can always come back to this pose, which is, quote, supposed to be our resting pose in yoga, but it's not very restful to me. So you can always come back to this child's pose too if you need. So give yourself as many breaks as your body is calling for. And inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, slowly start to walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise, come all the way up, reach towards the sky. Exhale, fold right back into it. Bring your arms out by your sides, leading with your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands and step back, high plank. Can always come down to your knees here. Try to bring a little bit of softness into your elbows so they're not locked out here. There's a little bit of softness, and we're lengthening out through the crown of your head and through your heels. So why we want softness in our joints, why we don't want to lock them out, is because we want energy and prana, that life force, to move through the full body, and so that all of our muscles are engaged and we're not just stacking bones. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Bring your right arm straight out to the side so that your wrist is in line with your right shoulder. Right side of your head comes onto the mat, and roll onto your right arm. You can plant your left foot down, maybe plant your right foot down if you're flexible enough. Just opening up through your chest, through your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale over to the other side. Left arm out to a T. Left side of your head is down to the ground. And open up. You can plant your right foot down. Maybe your left foot too. And just breathe in and out through your nose. Gently come back to center. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees so that your thighs are really engaged. Hug your belly in. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Downward facing dog. Big breath here. Next, inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat and walk, step, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach towards the sky. Exhale, fold right back into it. Swan dive, leading with your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Step back, high plank. Hug your belly in. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Remember, you can use your knees. For another chest opener. This time, your right elbow is in line with your shoulder, and we're making a cactus arm. So we're like this, right side of your head is on the ground, and open up to the right side. And breathe. One more inhale and exhale. And other side. Onto your left. Cactus your left arm. Your elbow is in line with your shoulder. Left side of your head is on the ground, and open up. Breathe in and out through your nose. And gently come back to center. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees. Elbows are hugged in. Hug your belly in as well. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, fold back into it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Gather your inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway, elbows to 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. So just the tops of your feet and your hands are on the mat here. You can always bring your legs down if you need, but I want you to lengthen out through your low back. So we're not pinching that area. Back of the neck is long. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, with control, bring it all the way through in between your hands. If you need to take a few steps, that's okay. Using your core here. Drop down to your back knee and rise up, bringing your hands to your right thigh. And I always cue this low lunge the same because it's really important so that we get like the maximum stretch in that left hip flexor. So we're relaxing your shoulders, lifting tall. Belly is in, and we're just gently pressing forward, engaging, so firing up that left butt cheek, that left glute. So it's, if you put your hand there and squeeze, you can feel it tighten, and what that does is relax the front of your left hip. And that's what we're trying to get here. That's what we're trying to target. One more inhale. And exhale, hands come down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale with control, bring it all the way through, rounding out through your back, using your core. Drop down to your back knee and lift up. And breathe. Belly in. Gently pressing forward, this time engaging your right butt cheek, your right glute. Lifting tall through the crown of your head. Shoulders are soft. And hopefully this feels really good from sitting all day or maybe like running, anything that flexes that hip. We do that all day, bringing our hips up. So it feels really good to stretch it out. Really important for our backs too and our hip health. Inhale, exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. So we'll go through our vinyasa, and you can always skip this and push back to down dog or child's pose, okay? But we'll inhale, exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. You can always come down to your belly and move through your vinyasa that way, through your cobra. So lots of options. You can pick it up a notch and do that every time we come to our down dog, or skip it all together. And I'll cue you too, so you'll know when to do it. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring your right foot all the way through. Drop your back knee down, lift tall, low lunge, crescent lunge, anjanayasana. So stay here or lift your arms up. Belly is in, and stay here, or we're tucking your back toes under and lifting all the way up into our full crescent lunge. Really bending deeply. And that back knee can be straight and strong. It can have a little bit of a bend into it, a big bend, whatever feels best on your hips. Inhale. Exhale, we're launching forward onto your right leg and bending your left knee, capturing the outside of your ankle or foot. Reach up. So straight into those balance poses. Y'all know I love these. Balance is so important. Inhale, lift a little bit taller. So we're just bringing your heel towards your butt here. And maybe you tuck your pelvis in a little bit more. So you're kind of like tucking your butt in, and that will bring even more of a stretch to your left quad and left hip flexor. Ooh, mine is tight. Feeling it. One more breath. Slowly, we're meeting back into our crescent lunge. Reach up here, sink low. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Knees open up as you sink low, gazing over your right fingertips. Right knee is bent really deeply, left leg is straight. Keep the bend in your right knee as we flow. Inhale, reverse, up and back. So we're sliding your right hand down, left arm up for this side bend. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, high plank. Move through your flow, move through your vinyasa if you'd like. And we're meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here in your down dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Low lunge, drop it down, lift up. Keep your hands on your thigh or reach up. Traditionally, our back foot is pointed like this, or you can tuck your toes under, wherever you feel more stable. Hold your belly in as we breathe. Tuck your back toes under and lift. Full crescent lunge, anjanayasana. Back knee can be straight and strong or bent. Hips are square towards the front. Inhale, exhale, launch onto your left foot. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab the outside of your ankle or foot, and reach your left arm up. Woo, I feel that quad stretch. So notice your left knee, we don't want it to be locked out. A little bit of a soft bend. And tuck your pelvis under if you need more of a quad stretch. And if you'd like, we're gazing out in front of you, finding a dristi. So it's like a point for you to look at and help you focus on. One more breath. Gently release. Step back, crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Sink low as your hips open up. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. And your back foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Front foot is pointed forward. Gazing over your left fingertips. One more breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, high plank, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Low lunge, drop your back knee down, lift tall, reach up. Tuck your back toes under and lift all the way up into our crescent lunge. One breath here. Root down into your right foot. Find your dristi out in front of you to help you focus and balance. Inhale, exhale. Launch into this quad stretch again. Stay here, or we can bring your hand to the inside of your ankle or foot with your thumb facing up. Reach your right arm up and start to kick into your hand for a dancer's pose. So we're opening up through the front of your body, through the left side of your chest, left hip, reaching your right arm up. Exhale is rooting down through your right foot. Inhale, lift a little bit taller. Make sure you have a small bend in that right leg. Beautiful. I know y'all are looking awesome. You're doing great. One more inhale, maybe you lift up a little bit higher. Exhale back into your crescent lunge. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. And right arm comes up to the sky for a twist. So you can always come down to your back knee if you need here. Maybe you gaze up, out to the side, down, reaching your right fingertips up. Awesome, y'all. We're meeting in our warrior two. So inhale, rise all the way up, open up, sink low, right knee bends, left leg is straight. Gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale, reverse up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Low lunge, drop it down. Reach your arms up to the sky. Tuck your back toes under and lift, crescent lunge. Gazing towards your dristi, root down through your left foot. Inhale, exhale, launch into that quad stretch first. And then maybe you bring your hand to the inside of your ankle or foot. Start to kick into your hand and lift for your dancer pose. Reaching your left arm up. Hips are pretty square towards the front. And with each exhale, root down through your left foot. Inhale, kick up a little bit higher. And breathe, you got this. Inhale, exhale. Release, step it back, crescent lunge, reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down to the ground. Right hand down this time. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. Gazing up to the side, maybe down. See how your neck feels. You can always drop your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Woo, I love that transition. Sink low as your hips open up and you sink low into that front leg. Really rooting down through both feet though. You're like spreading the mat wide. Inhale, reverse up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Let's do some lion's breaths here. So we're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth with your tongue sticking out, okay? So the bigger you make it, the better. No one's looking at you, no one cares. Let's go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth and exhale, sticking at your tongue. One more. Beautiful. Drop it down. Tuck your toes under. Push back. So we're stretching through the bottoms of your feet and your toes. Bring one hand to your heart and the other hand on top. And just feel your body radiating energy. Feel your beating heart, Your inhales and exhales. Okay, let's come forward, plant your hands. Woo. Wiggle out your toes, beat them against the ground if that feels good for a little bit of a counter stretch. And then let's meet on your back. We did not use this block at all today in any of those poses. I'm sorry I did not cue it. I was just like in the zone, but we'll use it for maybe one of our bridge poses. Okay, so we're working up to full wheel here, but we'll do bridge pose first, okay? So we're bringing your feet about hips width distance. Arms are down by your sides, and you don't want your feet to be tucked in too close. So I usually feel my heels with my fingertips and then scooch them out a little bit further so they're just out of reach. Press into your heels and gently start to lift your hips up to the sky. Knees, make sure that they're hugging in so they're not splayed out wide. Glutes are fired up. Your belly is in as you lift. And then I like to tuck one shoulder under and then the other, interlacing my hands underneath to get more of a lift. Lifting your chest a little bit closer to your chin. So a lot going on here. We're getting this back bend. We're finding some flexibility through your spine, but we're also engaging your glutes, so strengthening there. Opening up through your chest, through your hips. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower down to the ground. So if you already have a wheel practice, go for it. Go hop up into it, okay? If you don't want to try wheel, come back to that bridge pose. Or you can look up here and I can show you the steps for wheel. Hands come down to the ground next to your ears and your fingertips are facing your feet. So your elbows are up. So this is step number one. This is a big shoulder opener, wrist opener. So this is number one, stay here. Or you can start to press up and lift on top of your head. Barely put any weight on top of your head though, okay? Adjust your hands if you need to. Press into your hands, press into your heels, and lift your belly towards the sky. And we're breathing. Notice my knees aren't splaying outwards, they're still hugging in. This is a huge energizing pose. Inhale and exhale, slowly come down. Whew. That takes a lot of energy too. Creation energy takes energy. My heart is beating fast. And we'll do another one of those. So again, you can come back into that bridge. That's still an awesome pose. It's strengthening, it's opening up. Or we'll try wheel again. Hands down to the ground, press into your heels, press into your hands, and lift. And if that is too easy for you, you want to try the next thing, we could maybe try to straighten one leg up to the sky, and then the other. Or maybe you try to straighten into both legs onto the ground. Whew! And come down whenever you're ready. Take your time. We're gonna do one last pose. So grab that block if you have it, or grab a really firm pillow, okay? So pause me if you need to and go grab a pillow. And then we're moving into our last bridge pose. Unless you're feeling another wheel, go for it, okay? Go for that wheel. Or press into your hips and lift and slide the block underneath your sacrum. So not your low back, but right below your low back. And we're just allowing everything to relax and melt down here. Allowing your hips and low back to just release. Can always come onto that next height on the block if you need. I could stay here forever. Press into your heels, lift your hips. And let's just gently windshield wiper your knees from left to right. You can start small with small movements and then maybe take them all the way over to one side. All the way over to the other side. Plant your feet down to the ground. Lift your right leg up to the sky. You can point and flex your foot if you need here. If that's calling to you, maybe roll out your ankle one way and then the other. Get some snap, crackle, pops. Let's cross your right leg over for your figure four. Stay here, pressing into your knee, moving your hip out. Or bring your figure four towards you. Grab the back of your left leg, your thigh, your left shin. And just see if you can relax here. With each exhale, softening a little bit more into your right hip. Gently release your hands. Keep your figure four position. Right arm comes out to a T. Left hand grabs onto your right ankle and your figure four falls over to the left. Plant your right foot down. Your right knee is lifted. And maybe your right hand comes to the top of your right hip and gently presses down. Gently start to unwind. Reach your right leg up to the sky and switch it out. Left leg up, grab the back of your thigh, point and flex, circle your ankle. And cross over, figure four, bring it in. Grab the back of your right thigh, your right shin, whatever feels best. Gently release. Bring your left arm out to a T, right hand to your left ankle, and figure four falls over to your left. Over to your right. Left foot plants, left knee stays lifted. Left hand comes on top of your left hip and gently presses down. A lot of lefts and rights there. And breathe here, relax into it. Gently release. Bring both knees to center. Give yourself a little hug. And rock all the way over to your left, stacking your knees, stacking your shoulders, your hands. And reach up and over your right hand onto the right side of your mat. Just getting a twist in your upper back, and my knees are staggered now. So we're just really soft here. Gently bring both knees to center and over to your right. Stacking everything on your right side. And inhale your left arm up and over. Breathe here. With each exhale, soften a little bit more. Gently bring everything back to center for our butterfly pose. So bringing your feet together, your knees out wide. You can bring blocks or pillows underneath your legs here, underneath your thighs and your knees to just support and really relax through the insides of your hips a little bit more. Bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your belly with each breath. Because we're belly breathing here, not breathing into our chest. Soften a little bit more with each exhale. Stay here for our final resting pose, or we can move into our traditional savasana or any other comfy pose that feels good to you. Take your time wherever you're at, just to get really comfy and cozy, finding some rest and relaxation. We all deserve this rest. You deserve this rest, and we all need it. Rest is vital. So just be here, and I'll call you out whenever we're ready. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Maybe take a full body stretch here, reaching your hands, pointing your toes. Bend your knees and move to one side of your body. Pausing here for a moment. Keeping your eyes closed or soft, we'll press up to a seated position right where we started. One hand to your heart and the other hand on top. Immediately finding connection with ourselves when we place our hands over our heart. Sending ourselves love or whatever else we may need. And remember, throughout your day, you can always drop into this space, into this mindset, into this calm, into this connection. Sometimes whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I bring my hands to my heart and take deep breaths and close my eyes. And it just centers me, grounds me down. Oh, hi, Max. You're a little late. Let's take one big breath together. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. And thank you all so much for being here with me today, for breathing and flowing and trying your best. I'll see you next time. Namaste.